Bismillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي رب يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير. So inshallah, today we will complete hopefully lesson number 14 and maybe لعلنا نبدأ من درس جديد. So when I say لعلنا نبدأ من درس جديد, would that mean I hope or I fear?
I hope.
I hope, inshallah.
Inshallah. All right. So I think we will start from exercise number 7. اقرأ ما يلي. Is it the one, right, that we have to do? Yes. Yesterday we completed here. وقلنا يا آدم اسكن أنت وزوجك الجنة. And inshallah today we will continue from here. So Ya Hamidu, and we know that the Hamza of Fi'l al-Amr is Hamzatul Wasl. So when we connect it, we do not pronounce it. So Ya Hamidu dhhab wa Ya Ikhwanu dhhabu, Ya Amina tudhhabi, and Ya Akhawatu, and it will be Ya Akhawatu dhhabna. So again, this is like in everyday life, we don't really use it like this, but as we have discussed several times that our target is inshallah to recite and to be able to understand Quran properly. So as we can see here, وَقُلْنَا يَا آدَمُ اسْكُنْ. So similarly, Ya Hamidudh Hab. And similarly, Ya Ikhwanudh Habu. So we have to connect it with the following second letter. All right, now inshallah we will continue and this part will be done by you. So who is going to read the first one? It will be done by you, so inshallah someone has to come up and read it.
يا أيها الطلاب ادخلوا الفصل واجلسوا واكتبوا الدرس.
واكتبوا الدرس.
واكتبوا الدرس.
Yes, excellent. Okay, number 2. Again. What is number 2?
اخرجي يا بنت.
Okay.
والعبي مع أختك.
مع أختك, right?
أختك.
Okay, so أخرجي, yeah, أخرجي.
Go out.
يا بنت, yes.
أخرجي يا بنت. يا بنت sir, يا بنت.
يا بنت.
Okay. Go out, oh daughter, and play with your sisters.
Okay. والعبي مع أختك. Okay, number 3 is easier.
كلوا واشربوا.
كلوا واشربوا. Okay. All right. And number 4. It has to be either dhamma or kasra. Yeah. Ishrabna.
اشربنا.
Yes.
اشربنا القهوة.
اشربنا القهوة يا سيدتي.
يا سيداتي. Sayyidati is the plural of Sayyidati, right? So madam is one, and then the plural is Sayyidatun. And when we connect it with Ya al-Mutakallim, it will be Sayyidati. Ishrabna al-qahwata ya Sayyidati. Okay, number 5.
Ta'ala.
Ta'alay. Yes. Ya Aminatu.
وافتح النوافذ.
وافتح النوافذ. Excellent. Ta'alay. Because if you say ta'ala with fatha, that it will be for the second person masculine singular. ta'ala, and the plural will be ta'alaw, and for the feminine it will be ta'alay ya aminatu waftahin nawafidha. Okay, so Amina, come here and open the windows. Okay, number 6. It must be easier because we have kasra over there. So it should start with kasra. Ighsilu.
اغسلوا وجوهكم
Okay.
وأيديكم.
Okay, ighsilu wujuhakum wa aydiyakum. Okay, wa aydiyakum. Here, the word here, aydi. Please notice here because here it is mansub, as we can see here, wujuhakum wa aydiyakum. So when the word aydin is, it is maf'ul bihi, then ya will be with fatha. But if we have it in the place of like marfu or majroor, then it will not have fatha over there. So the only thing we need to remember that when it is maf'ul or maf'ul bihi, then this ya will have fatha. So we can see here aydiyakum. Normally it is like wama kasabat aydikum, if you remember aydikum. So when it is like marfu or when it is majroor, then it will be aydi, and when it is mansub, it will be aydiyakum. So this ya will be with fatha, it will be maftuh. So ighsilu wujuhakum wa aydiyakum. Okay, number 7. The rule dhamma comes with dhamma.
Oh.
U'budna.
وَجْنَا اللَّهَ وَاسْجُدْنَا لَهُ.
Okay. U'budna Allah wasjudna lahu. Okay. So translation.
Pray
Worship.
to
Yeah.
worship Allah and prostrate.
Prostrate to him. Lahu, to him. So sajada yasjudu, it comes with the preposition of lam, as we can see here. Wasjudna lahu.
So can you please repeat the reason for ta'alai and not ta'ali in number 5?
Well, this is the extended form of the verb. So we have to go back to like the root letters. So I think as of now, we can go as it is, and maybe I can send it to you or in the group, inshallah, like the whole thing, like how it happened. Because ta'ala, ya ta'ala is the extended form of the verb. And there is a weak letter over there. So because of that reason, it is ta'ala, ta'alaw, ta'alay, and ta'alayna. So all of them will be with the sound of a. And when we get into, inshallah, the weak letters, then we will get to know like when we have to pronounce it with the sound of a, like with lean letters, and when it is with kasra, and it will be ta'ali. But it's not possible to say ta'ali, it will be always ta'alay, because the main verb is ta'ala. It has fatha.
So it means to come here.
Yes, ta'ala for the one person. So, and ta'alaw is also used in the Quran as well. Ta'alaw, and ta'alay is for the feminine, singular, and ta'alina, because we know that ya has the ta'alayna, sorry, it should be the same, ta'alayna. So all of them will have fatha.
Okay.
Yes, number 8.
يلعبوا بعد الدرس. Play after the
بعد
lesson.
الدرس. Okay. So play for the one person or for the plural?
A group of people.
Okay, so for all male that we have in front of us. Okay, number 9.
خذي كتابك يا سعاد.
Okay.
خذي.
Take your book, oh Su'ad. So khudi for the feminine, khud for the masculine, singular, khud, and then khudu is for the plural, and khudi is for the second person feminine, singular, and khudna will be for the plural. We discussed about this yesterday. So khudh, khudhu, khudhi, and khudna. All right, number 10.
قال الله تعالى في سورة البقرة.
Okay, this ta'ala is from the same, basically the root letters are the same. Ta'ala, yes,
Yes.
okay, yes. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, so translate.
I didn't hear anything.
قال الله تعالى في سورة البقرة.
Yes,
Allah said in Surah Al-Baqarah.
yes.
Okay, so Ya ayyuhan nasu ubudu
Mhm.
rabbakum alladhi khalaqakum walladhina min qablikum.
Excellent. Okay, so ya is harfinida, and when the munada, the one that is being called upon, when it has al, then we have to add ayu for the feminine, for the masculine, sorry. So that's why we say ya ayyuhan nasu. If the munada is like proper common noun and singular, for example, we say ya rajulu, ya rajulu. But if the word rajul has al, then we will say ya ayyuhar rajulu, ya ayyuhar rajulu. So the munada, the one that is being called upon, if it has al, then it is used as ayyuha. So ya ayyuhan nasu. And for the feminine, it will be ayya. Yes, ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'inna. So ayyuha too. Yeah, so ayyatuha will be used for the feminine. So when the munada, the one that is being called upon, has al, then we have to use ya ayyuha. Okay, ya ayyuhan nasu. So ya is harf nida and nasu is munada. Okay, su'budu. So urbudu is fi'l al-amr, imperative. And after that, we see here that the noun that follows it is mansub, rabba, right? Rabbakum. So rabbakum is mudaf ilayh, your Lord. And mim is sakin. And we know that when we connect mim sakin with al, then it has to be connected with dhamma. Rabbakum alladhi. And alladhi, we know it's a relative pronoun, ism mawsul, and we have to have a sentence after that. Either it will be a nominal sentence or a verbal sentence. Here we have a verbal sentence. Khalaqa, he created, kum, you. Khalaqakum, he created you. So khalaqa will be here subject only or subject and verb both? Verb only or verb and subject both?
Verb and subject both.
Both, yeah.
He created.
He
And then
created you all. Wa is wa means and. Alladhina min qablikum, and the people before you. So ya ayyuhan nasu ubudu rabbakum alladhi khalaqakum walladhina min qablikum. O people, worship your Lord, the one who created you and the one who created people before you, or he created the ones before you. So now, mashallah, I think it should be clear now. Is there anything that we don't know about this verse? I think we are able to now understand the whole of it, inshallah.
Sir, alladhi is used as ism mawsul, as you said,
Yes.
a relative pronoun. Walladina is also relative pronoun.
It is, alladhina is basically, and wow is like,
Alladhina, yes.
yes.
Alladhina. So we will have like a full sentence after it as
Yes.
well. Min qablikum.
So min qablikum, and this is like jar majroor. Most likely it is like mubtada. This is khabar has been made like muqaddam, and then there will be something that is muakhar after that. Because we know that jar majroor cannot be subject, it will be always object. It will be always predicate, not subject.
Okay, and the subject can be hidden as well.
That's right.
Because we know that here the ayah ends here, min qablikum.
And maybe after that, I don't know, but
Okay.
if someone is hafiz al-Quran, maybe. Okay, number 11, yes. وقال في سورة الحج.
سورة الحج يا أيها الذين آمنوا اركعوا واسجدوا واعبدوا ربكم وافعلوا الخير. And he said, in Surah Al-Hajj, O people, amanu, believe,
Yes.
you believe and
You-
you do
And
ruku
you, yes,
and you prostrate
prostrate,
and
worship.
you worship your Lord
Mhm.
and do good deeds.
Excellent. وَفْعَلُ الْخَيْرَ, as we can see here, al-khayr is also a mansub because of, we know that when we have fi'l al-amr, after that the noun will always be mansub. Excellent. So now another verse of the Quran, and mashallah here, all of them are for the plural. Okay, now when it is amanu warka'u wasjudu wa'budu waf'alu, so would that mean it is only for the masculine, only for male, or is it for both male and female? Because we don't have the feminine gender here. Yes. So do you remember like the universal formula about the Arabic language? That if there are 99 ladies like feminine and one man, still they will be all considered as men. Like just as this is the uslub of the Arabic language. So when it is like amanu warka'u, so it includes both masculine and feminine. Unless the specific khitab is only for the feminine, then it will be the sigha will be used only for the feminine. But when it is ya ayyuhalladhina, as we can see here, alladhina is also used for the masculine plural. We have allati and alladhi, alladhina and allati, right? So if it is ya ayyuhallati, that means it is only for the feminine, and then all of the forms will be used for the feminine. However, when the khitab is to the whole mankind, then the uslub or the what do we say, sigha that will be used is for the masculine. So ya ayyuhalladhina amanu rka'u wasjudu wa'budu rabbakum waf'alul khair. O human beings, O people who believed, they have to, what they have to do? They have to do ruku and prostrate and worship their Lord, and they have to do good. Waf'alul khair, and do good. Okay. Number 8. ضع في الفراغ فيما يلي فعل أمر مناسبا. So now we have to fill in the blanks with the suitable fi'l al-amr, the imperative form. Okay, now we don't have any information given over there, so we have to use it by ourselves. Yes, al-Qur'ana ya Maryamu.
اقرأ القرآن.
It will be iqra'i, there will be ya, but when we know that when we connect it, it will be iqra'il Qur'ana ya Maryamu. Read or recite the Quran, O Maryam. Okay, ya awladu al-khubza wal-qahwata.
كلوا
Kulu,
خبزا
okay,
واشربوا القهوة.
qahwata, okay. So kulu al-khubza washrabu al-qahwata, and when we connect it, we will say kulu al-khubza and washrabu al-qahwata. Okay, eat bread and drink coffee.
Coffee.
Okay, min al-fasli ya Musa. Go out of the classroom, O Musa. So it will be ukhruj min al-fasli ya Musa. Yes, ukhruj min al-fasli ya Musa. Okay, wujuhakunna wa aydiyakunna bis-sabuni. You all ladies wash your hands, your faces and your hands with soap. Ighsilna, that's right. Excellent. Ighsilna, yes. اغسلنا وجوهكن وأيديكن بالصابون. Okay, excellent. رأسك بالموسى. So someone for the masculine, yes.
To shave your head.
Yes. حلق يحلق. I can give you the base verb.
إحلق إحلق
احلق رأسك بالموسى. Shave your head with the razor. بالموسى, here it means the razor. Okay, هذه الأقربة يا أبي.
هذه
كل قتل
أقرب.
يقتل.
أقتل.
اقتل هذه الأقربة يا أبي. Okay, kill this scorpion, oh my father. Now here, of course, it's a request, so it depends on the background or on the context. So, but we have to use فعل الأمر. So it is اقتل هذه الأقربة يا أبي. Kill this scorpion, oh my father. Okay, number 7. قال خالد لزميله زكريا ما معنى هذه الكلمة? What's the meaning of this word? قال زكريا أنا لا أدري, I don't know. المدرسة.
So it is like ask the to isal.
اسأل. Yeah.
Isal.
اسأل المدرسة. اسأل المدرسة. Or سل المدرسة. Right? There are two possibilities. So اسأل المدرسة, ask the teacher, or سل المدرسة, ask the teacher. اللحم بذاك السكينة الحادة يا خديجة. حاد means sharp. سكين, knife. Yes.
For sal, it comes as sin, lam.
Sin and lam. Yes, sin and lam.
Now then it lam takes shadda.
Sal Bani Israel. That's right. Yes. I need to check if it has shadda or not. Maybe you can check as well. I think it does not have. If it does not have, we will not add shadda. Salil Mudarrisa, then it will be.
Okay.
Okay. Khadija. So first the proper complete form and then the connected form. اقطعي. Yes.
And when combined it's
Yes. اقطعي اللحمة. Yes. بذاك السكين الحادي يا خديجة. So cut the meat with this or with that sharp knife, or Khadija. Okay. اسمك يا علي. دفترك يا عبد الرحمن. So it should be
right.
Right.
Ala. Yes, Ala. Sorry. Yes. اكتب اسمك على دفترك يا عبد الرحمن. So write your name on the notebook of Abd al-Rahman. Okay, number 10. قالت المدرسة للطالبات. The teacher said to the students. Okay. إلى المكتبة. Okay. Or اذهبنا الآن إلى المكتبة. Go to the library now. Okay.
Read the
وقرأ الصحف والمجلات. Okay. ثم ارجعنا. Excellent.
إلى
الفصل بعد نصف ساعة. Excellent. So قالت المدرسة للطالبات اذهبنا الآن إلى المكتبة وقرأنا الصحف والمجلات ثم, and when we connect it we will say ثم رجعنا إلى الفصل بعد نصف ساعة. So go to the library and read the newspaper and the magazines and then come back to the class after half an hour. يا عمار منديلك وسخ جدا.
فاغسله.
فاغسله, right? فاغسله. It's basically اغسله, but when we connect it with fa, it will be فاغسله. Ya Ammaru, mindiluka wasikhun jiddan faghsilhu. What's the meaning of wasikhun?
Dirty.
Yes, dirty. Yes. So, oh Ammar, your handkerchief is very dirty. Wash it. Aqsam al-Faili. And after that, we have to put is, are, am. So let's say we put are. So aqsam al-Faili are thalathatun. So this one will be subject and predicate. So how to differentiate between subject and predicate? After one murakkab, when we have like, this is mudaf mudaf alayh. So after one compound construction, we try to put is, are, am. So if we can put is, are, am after that, that means this is subject predicate. So aqsamul fi'li, the types of verb, and then we put are, thalathatun, 3. So when we see here thalathatun, that it's a common noun and it is marfu', so it confirms that it is a nominal sentence and it consists of subject and predicate. So aqsamul fi'li thalathatun, there are 3 types of the verb: madin, past, wa mudari'un, present, wa amrun, and imperative or fi'l al-amr. Nahu, for example, or they are: dhahaba, he went; yadhabu, he goes; idhab, you go. So there are only 3 forms of the present of the tense of the verb. So the verb will be either past or present, or it will be fi'l al-amr. However, there are like we have passive, and then we also have fi'l nahi as well in the next one. But the grammarians, they say that the aqsam al-fi'li thalathatun, the types of verb are 3. So one is past, one is present, and one is fi'l al-amr, the imperative form of the verb. هذه الكلمات الجديدة, these are the new words. So we have discussed about these words. So inshallah, you will be able to translate them now. So who is going to translate?
Aqrabun, scorpion.
Scorpion, and the plural is
Aqarib.
aqaribu. Okay, it's with ain. What if we read it with fatha maftuha? Aqaribu with fatha maftuha. Then it will mean relatives. Qaribun, if we have learned qaribun, that means relative. Ana askunu ma'a qaribin li, if you remember in one of the previous lessons, I live with a relative of mine. So
With Hamza. You mean.
Hamza, yeah. So when it is with Hamza, it will be aqaribu, that means the relatives. So aqrabun, aqaribu, and okay, so next one, hidha'un,
Shoes.
shoe, and jam'un, the plural is ahdiyatun, which is on the pattern of af'ilatun. For example, as'ilatun, ajwibatun, ahdiyatun. So hidha'un, shoe, and ahdiyatun, shoes. Okay, next one.
Jannatun, garden. Jannatun, gardens.
Gardens, okay. So this is masculine or feminine?
Feminine.
Okay. Next one. Na'sanu, mu'annathu or mu'annathun, na'sa. So the feminine is sleepy for the feminine singular, and for the masculine is na'sanu. Okay, now na'sanu, why it does not have the mean?
Anu.
Anu. So every word that ends with alif nun, that would that mean that it is partially flexible?
Not all.
Not all. So there has to be a reason. One reason is it should be the name of a person or place, or it should be adjective. Okay, next. Musan. Yes, what about Musan? Razor. Used for the razor, yes. Okay. Kubun, cup, and the plural is akwabun. Akwabun mawdu'a, right? So the cups.
So can you tell the meaning of Musan again?
This one, it means a razor for shaving head, or for like some people use it to shave their beard. So it's used for the razor. Yes, and when it has al, then it will be al Musa. So it will be with standing fatha. Kuban, and the plural is akwabun. Okay, so kuban is masculine or feminine?
وأكواب موضوعة says it's feminine.
But the word kubun,
Kuban should be masculine.
masculine, yeah. There is no reason why it should be feminine, because for a noun to be feminine, there has to be a reason. And one of the most common reasons is ta marbuta, as we can see here, ta marbuta. So it does not have ta marbuta. Similarly, it does not have alif maqsura. It does not have alif mamduda. So these are like three common signs of the feminine. So if a noun does not have ta marbuta or alif maqsura or alif mamduda means alif and after that there is hamza. So that means it's a masculine noun. It's not a feminine noun. So every noun will be considered as masculine noun unless there is a reason for it to be feminine. If there is no reason, we will just straight away, we will say that this is masculine. Okay, now yadun, what about yadun? Is it masculine or feminine?
It's feminine.
And why is that?
Because some of the body parts that are in pairs.
Pairs.
are-
So as we discussed now, that there has to be a reason. If there is no reason, then it will be masculine. So there is a reason here. So the body parts that are in pairs, they are always feminine. For example, aynun, wa yadun, wa rijlun. So all of them will be feminine. Yadun, look at the plural of yadun. It is aydin. And also it has there is a complete mechanism like we discussed about similarly, there is a lot of reasons behind that, like why it is aydin. But only thing we will say that this is ismun manqusun, and there is a ya hidden over there, and we know that the ya comes out when there is al with that. So for example, we say qadin, but when we say al with that, it will be al qadi. Similarly, we say madin, as we have seen here, madin, as we can see here, but when there is al with that, then it will be al madi. So that means there was a hidden ya over there. So for some reason it is hiding, and the reason is it is replaced with the tanween, and it's like iwad, the tanween al iwad, that is like ya has been replaced with the tanween. So al aidi is the plural as well, but it is with al. Now we can see here that aidi, the normal construction, comes with kasra. But today we have discussed that it can also have fatha. Dal can have fatha. Do you remember? No, ya can have fatha as well. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Aidiyakum. So it depends, like it is used as mansub. When it is mansub, it will come with fatha. Okay, what about midyaun? Radio. Masculine or feminine? Masculine. Yeah, it doesn't have any of the reasons why it should be feminine. A radio, and it is also on the pattern of mif'alun or miftahun. So this is ismul ala. Alaqun. Cloth. Yes, cloth. Yes. Yes. So it's also masculine. What about zawjun?
It's written, it's for both.
للمذكر والمؤنث. So it's used for both. Yeah. However, when we want to specify the wife, then it will be zawjatun. But it is also used for both. Like spouse, we use in English. Yeah. Yes. Jawun.
Air, weather,
Weather. Yes. Yes. Jawun, weather. Okay. Gharibun.
different, strange.
Stranger or strange. And ghuraba'u will be strangers. Okay. Adha ya'udhu iyadan. To seek protection. Adha ya'udhu iyadan. To seek protection. So ya'udhu, and when you say, you want to say I seek protection, so you will say a'udhu. Yes, a'udhu billahi minash shaytanir rajim. So we seek protection from someone, from something, right? So whenever we seek protection, we have to seek protection from someone, from something. So we seek protection from shaitan, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we say a'udhu billahi minash shaytanir rajim. I seek protection from shaitan mardud, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Mudliman.
Darkness.
dark. Yes, dark. And kanasa yakunusu, kansan. Yes, to sweep. Yes, to sweep. Okay, sakata yaskutu sukutan.
Quiet.
Yes, to be quiet. Yes. Okay, nadara yanzuru nadaran.
To see,
To see. Okay. Jama yajma'u jam'an.
to gather,
Together or to collect. Okay, very good. Tabakha yatbukhu tabkhan.
to cook,
To cook. Qata'a yaqta'u qat'an.
قطعات
To cut. To cut. And now we will see that we say Hamzatul qata'. So that is qat'un. That's basically the masdar that we use, the hamza that cuts something. For example, it has to be pronounced clearly. So that's why we say Hamzatul qata'. Yani it cuts the kalam or the text that we have, and it has to be pronounced clearly. For example, we say al-islamu, al-imanu. So we have to pronounce it al-insanu. We have to pronounce it clearly. Halaqa yahliqu.
So,
Yes.
all the masdar here, like jama and qatan, tabaqan, they have like sukoon on the second word, and
They seem
nazaran
to be on the,
fatha.
yeah. So
Nazaran
have-
has a fatha.
yes, they have different patterns. For example, it's fa'alan wa fa'alan. So these are different patterns. We have learned only one, that was fu'ulun. And inshallah, this is one of the ways that we can learn the masadir as well. Whenever we come across, we can write and we can memorize them. But the most common one is on the pattern of fa'alun. For example, here, kansan wa jam'an wa halqan wa man'an wa ilman wa qat'an. Most of them, they come on this pattern of fa'lun, fa'lun.
Okay,
Okay.
but yes, nazaran is different.
This is different, yeah. This is on the pattern of fa'alun, fa'alun. Sautun, and the sound, and the plural is aswatun. Alima ya'lamu ilman, to know. Mana yamna'u man'an, to prevent, yes. To stop, to prevent, to forbid. And abada ya'budu, ibadatan, this is completely different, ibadatan, which is to worship. All right, alhamdulillah. So we have completed lesson number 14. So what about lesson number 15? Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in lesson number 14, we have learned about how to make fi'l al-amr. And inshallah, in this lesson, we will learn about fi'l al-nahi, that is prohibition. To prohibit someone from doing something, to stop someone from doing something, okay? So first, we will see here how to prohibit someone from doing something, fi'l al-nahi, and it is very easy, inshallah, much easier than fi'l al-amr. And the prohibitive form, fi'l al-nahi, is made from the 6 forms of mudari of the second person. So one thing is clear, that when we give order to someone, it has to be the second person. And when we prohibit someone from doing something, it has to be the second person as well. And we know that the first person has 6 forms, and the second person has 6 forms, and the third person 6, the second person 6, and the first person has 2. So total forms are 14. If you memorized some of them, inshallah, you should remember them now. For example, we have memorized yadhabu. Yadhabani is the dual. Yeah, yadhabu, yadhabani, yadhabuna. Tadhabu, tadhabani, yadhabna. So these are the 6 for the third person, and then we have 6 for the second person. Tadhabu, tadhabani, tadhabuna. Tadhabina, tadhabani, tadhabna. Adhabu and nadhabu. Excellent. So when we want to make direct order, for the direct order, and when we want to prohibit someone from doing something, we have to use the second person, the 6 forms of the second person. How to make it? It's very simple. We add la, and this is called la an-nahiya, the law of prohibition. And after that, what we do, we make the ending of the verb, we make it sakin. So it is taktubu, you write, and la taktub, don't write. So what happened here? When we make the ending sakin, it becomes the prohibition or failun nahi, to stop someone from doing something. So la taktub, don't write. That's it. So what we have to do, we have to add la, and then we have to make the ending sakin, and it will be ready. So it will be la taktub. The same rule here, like the rule of the imperative forms, all prohibitive verb forms consist of inbuilt doer, file in them. So the noun after the prohibitive form should be here, not so after the prohibitive form will always be mansub. So it will always be mansub. For example, we can see here, la taktub, you don't write, and after that we have al, so we know that when we connect with kasra, la taktubir risalata. So as we can see here, the noun that follows it is mansub, and it will be the same case with imperative and the same case with the prohibitive verb. So when we stop someone from doing something, the noun that follows it will be mansub. And when we make an order, the same goes here. The noun after that will be mansub. So here we have taktubu, and then we make it taktub, we make the ending sakin, and we say la taktub, don't write. For the second person, it's taktubani, and for the taktubani, noon will be dropped, and it will be la taktuba. And then the dual has not been discussed by the Sheikh, however, I have put it over here. Taktubuna, again, the noon will be dropped. So basically, this noon gets dropped, so we can make it like, maybe I get blue color. So also here it gets dropped. So where it gets dropped, so taktubani, and when you want to make or prohibit two persons from doing something, you will say la taktuba. And for many people, taktubuna, when we want to prohibit them, we will say la taktubu. And then we know that when noon has been dropped, then alif comes back, so it will be la taktubu. For the feminine, again, the noon gets dropped here. So what remains is taktubi. So it will be la taktubi. La taktubi. And for the feminine plural, we know that the noun is mabni. It does not change. So it is red color. It will not change, I hope. So it will be la taktubna if it doesn't change. Okay, so maybe here a little bit more. Okay, so la taktubna, don't write. So it will be la taktubna. No change will be made to it. The only thing that we will do is we will add la to that. So la taktub, la taktuba, la taktubu, la taktubi, and la taktubna. And here I have mentioned that the star with one star, for these forms, noon gets dropped when we make them sakin. And for this form, and the one that is over here, noon doesn't get dropped as it is fixed, it is mabniyun. So I hope it's clear now. And yes.
Yes, Alhamdulillah, sir.
If it's not, we can practice here as well. And I hope, inshallah, for example, we have tansuru, and we want to say don't help. So how will we ask someone don't help? We will say
La tansur.
la, and then the ending has to be sakin. So we will say la tansur, la tansur, don't help. Okay, and this is only for the sake of making negative. And then similarly, when we want to say don't help to all men, so we will say la
Tansuru.
tansu. So noon gets dropped and it is replaced by alif. La tansuru. And for the feminine, if we want to say don't help, we will say la tansu ri. So you see here, when the noon gets dropped, what remains is ya. So it is la tansuri. So again, there has to be one more change, and we know that it has to be with kasra, because we know that ya comes with kasra. Ya is the sister of kasra, so la tansuri. And what about the feminine plural?
La tansurna.
Yeah, so we cannot do anything. So la tansurna. Okay. So here, similarly, if it is from the bab of daraba yadribu, the same rule will be applied here. So we will say la. Yes.
لا تضرب.
La tadrib. So we don't have to make any other change. So the only change we have to make is what? We have to make the ending sakin. So it's, if it is nasara yansuru, it will be la tansur. If it is daraba yadribu, it will be la tadrib. And then the next you can make, you can continue and make by yourselves. Similarly, if it is tasma'u, so you want to say don't listen, it will be la
Tasma.
tasma'. Excellent. So it will be sakin. So similarly, it will be la tadrib, la tadribu, la tadribi, la tadribna, la tasma', la tasma'u, la tasma'i, and la tasma'na. So this is how we make the imperative, the prohibition, or where this is how we prohibit someone from doing something. When we stop someone from doing something, we use la, and then after that, the ending will be sakin. That's it. That's the difference. What will be the difference if I say la tasma'u and la tasma'? What if I say la tasma'u?
تسمع.
Singular.
You.
Okay, if I want to say la tasma'uni, now what happened?
Don't listen to me.
You don't listen to me. Yeah. So there is a difference between la. There are two types of la. There is one la we have learned that it means no, negative. Yani adhabu, I go, la adhabu, I don't go. Right? Tadhabu, you go, la tadhabu, you don't go. This la is called la nahiya, and the difference between these two is when we use la nahiya, the verb will be majzoom, the ending will be sakin. So that's why we will say la tasma'. Now we will say this is failul, this is a prohibition. We are failul nahi, we are stopping someone from doing something. So both of them are la, but one is called la an-nahiya and one is called la an-nafiya. La an-nafiya means la of negation, and this is la of nahiya, this is la of prohibition. So when we prohibit
So, la
someone,
tasma'uni when it was with pesh.
when you say dhamma, so when you say la tasma'uni, it will be you don't listen to me, and you don't
And this
listen
is
to
la
me.
nafiya.
Yeah, this is la nafiya. Yes, that's right.
And
You
when
don't
it's
listen to
with,
me.
with jazm,
Yes.
it's la nahiya.
Nahiya,
And
that
it's
means
like
this is
prohibition.
prohibition. Yes, we prohibit someone from doing something. So when we say la tasma', that means don't listen. La tasma' the rajul, don't listen to this man. So then it will be prohibition. And similarly, la tadrib, you don't hit. And if it is la tadribu, it would mean you don't hit. La tadribu ikhwataka, you don't hit your brothers. So la tadrib ikhwataka, then it would mean don't hit your brothers. So this is the basic difference between la an-nahiya and la an-nafiya. So this is the main idea that we have, inshallah, in the next lesson. So I hope, inshallah, we can stop here today. So what you can do now, you can practice some of the verbs of la nahiya, prohibition, by yourselves, inshallah. And when we come back on Sunday, then we will start from lesson number 15. I will send you the handouts of lesson number 15. If you would like to, you can go through. That would be much easier, inshallah, when we come back. But this is the main idea. And then there are a couple of small ideas as well, which, inshallah, you can go through. And when we come back, you will be able to do them by yourselves. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. So, inshallah, let's finish now. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
وإياكم.